Wrestling. I am your host, JJ Williams, the Renegade of Wrestling.
I'm the lady killer, Ray Larkin, but you already know that.
I thought you were chilling that gimmick.
No, never.
Come on, man. I'm CW, Jeff Meacham. We are here in the shadow.
Shadow?
Well, yeah, that's well, yeah. Shadows.
Too fucking hot for shadows.
Too hot for shadows. Of Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. The city never sleeps. Blah blah blah.
Sin City.
We're here to talk about the most prestigious event that took place at Caesar's Palace wrestling-wise.
Yes, but not just the most prestigious events, but the most memorable events. We're going to be coming to you all around town.
It's true.
Various locations to talk about wrestling events that happened within this great city. And the first thing everybody thinks of when they hear Las Vegas, Nevada, and wrestling, Wrestlemania 9, right here at Caesar's Palace. Now, there were also a couple of Clash of the Champions here.
But we don't count.
But you know what? I tried to do my homework. I tried to be stat boy, and I just failed. I tried to email myself stats, and it just didn't go the way I wanted it.
But how great was this event for those of you who saw it or watched it or actually witnessed it live?
Exactly.
I mean, we're talking togas, we're talking Undertaker epic entrance with the little crow.
Vulture, dude. The Vulture.
No, the Vulture. My bad.
Vulture.
See, I didn't have Stat Boy to get that one for me.
That's all right.
We had Jim Ross's WWE debut.
In a toga.
Yeah, that was fail.
And if you guys want to see an epic fail, you can also see when they interviewed some Asian correspondents. They didn't know what they were saying, and they said, "How do you guys feel about the event?" Two Asian guys just like went, "Ha ha 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 ha." Look that up on YouTube. It happened on pay-per-view.
To be fair, Technical was in it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. But look it up on YouTube.
But the main thing everybody remembers about WrestleMania 9 is the return of Hulk Hogan to the WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call it.
Remember that?
Shut up. In the tag team title match, Mega Maniacs against Money. Mega Maniacs gets themselves disqualified for conduct unbecoming. Shame on you, Hulkster brother. And Beefcake, of course, Jimmy Hart. Money walked up the tag title, and then we get to the main event.
It's a big story. Bret Hart losing the title to Yokozuna,
Only
for the Hulkster to come out, seemingly ask Bret if it was okay to take the challenge.
Bret kind of went,
go for it, brother, it's all you. Like 30 seconds, if that. Hulk Hogan was your champion again for the 5th time at the time.
This was always
Five time.
Now this was always
5 times.
This was always controversial to me because Yokozuna did not really issue the challenge. It was Mr. Fuji who issued the challenge to Hogan. So this costed Yokozuna what, 180-second title run? 190?
128 seconds.
120.
212.
There we go. Stat boy.
212 seconds.
It was about 2.5 to 3 minutes.
When somebody else tries to be stat boy, they fail on epic proportions.
Hey, Stat Boy.
Leave that to
Stat Boy. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So for the 212 seconds, Yokozuna was champion. I believe that he should have kept the belt.
But he ended up getting it back and reigning for almost a year.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute, no. 120. It was just say 2 minutes. Say 2 minutes. Just say 2 minutes.
I used to have the Stat Boy had the magazine. Stat Boy, don't worry about it.
Okay, go on.
So anyways, that's going to wrap up Caesar's Palace. Like I said, we're going to be coming
Right
various
back.
locations. So be on the lookout for us in Vegas.
the dad's all wrestling. Woo!
Welcome back to the History of Wrestling in Las Vegas Dad's on Wrestling episode. As you can tell by what Statboy just shot for you, thank you, Statboy, for running camera. We're at the MGM Grand Garden Arena here at the MGM, and this place is a big part of wrestling history in Las Vegas because, all right? Because Halloween Havoc in WCW was held for basically from 1996 till its death. WCW died in January, February of 01. So from 96 to 2000, this place every year hosted Halloween Havoc. So
Can't talk really about 96 Halloween Havoc without talking about the debut in WCW of one hot rod. Roddy Piper at the end of the show. Great card overall, I thought. You had the Outsiders winning the tag titles from Harlem Heat. You had Hogan come out in that ridiculous wig to defend the title against Randy Savage. Hulk retained.
You had Dean Malenko regaining the Cruiserweight title off of Rey Mysterio Jr.
Rey Mysterio Jr. back then, yes sir.
You had DDP and Eddie Guerrero in what I'm sure was a classic. I don't think that's ever been put out on the WWE DVD. But
If I could put over Ron Simmons and Lex Luger during that time, right? Where they
it was Lex Luger and Art Anderson.
going back.
You're like way too far.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ron Simmons was already Farouk Assad, dude.
Oh, at this point.
With his
Well, no, you guys
little-
just started bulleting through it.
Yeah, because we're talking about 1996. That's the first Halloween Havoc year.
Well, as I said, I just want to put them over that they.
Put them over by all means. Simmons and Luger were good at Halloween Havoc in '91.
Yeah, it was like 5 years prior to them coming
And
in.
it wasn't here. That's right.
Six and Chris Jericho.
There you go, right there. A rematch for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Steve Mongo McMichael and Benoit versus the Faces of Fear.
I'm sure it was
I've never been a fan of McMichael, but Benoit carried
sure
that.
Mongo and Benoit against Faces of Fear was a clusterfuck.
Then you move into 1997 and your favorite WCW Cruiserweight, Ultimo Dragon, versus, I hope I don't butcher the name, Yuri Nagata with Sonny
That's
Ono.
good, yes.
And Ultimo jobbed. Ultimo jobbed on that one. Rey Mysterio in the Mask versus title match, which has been put on just about every
WWE with Eddie. That's right.
You know, Jacqueline over the Disco Inferno.
There you go.
I just wanted to throw that out there because, you know, I love me some Glenn Gilberti, but generally if you've got him on a pay-per-view, it's going to be a bad match.
Yeah, and especially
Kurt
against a woman.
Hennig over Ric Flair via DQ, mind you, but Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair.
There you go.
Savage over DDP in a sudden death match.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Savage. That whole feud. We talked to Paige about Savage.
We did.
We saw him at Frankenstein's. That whole feud carried through '97, and into part of '98, I dare say, and that made DDP.
Yes.
So that sudden death match was sick.
And then Piper versus Hogan in the cage.
I'd walk up, but my legs were stuck.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for what it is, I believe it was the first time Piper got one on Hogan.
In a cage, anyway. Piper did beat Hogan at Starrcade '96.
Okay.
So Piper got the win in the cage. Non-title, of course.
Of course, because you know Hogan's not going to put Piper over.
And if you look on Hogan's Wikipedia, there's only a select amount of people that have even beaten Hulk Hogan. So that's actually a pretty big accomplishment.
Moving right into 1998, Chris Jericho over Raven to keep the television championship. We kind of put over the TV title, you know.
That's true.
Okay.
We got Disco Inferno actually winning on a pay-per-view
The Zack
over
Ryder.
Juventud Guerrera to become the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight
And
title.
for you youngsters out there, he was like the Zack Ryder of WCW.
Except Zack's way better.
But then
Oh, yeah.
Kidman retained the title over Disco later in the night.
Oh, well.
Rick Steiner and Buff Bagwell over the Giant and Scotty Steiner to become the new tag team champions.
Really? Jeez.
Bret Hart over Sting.
That actually was not a bad match. That was not a bad match. For as bad as they booked Bret Hart and Sting back then, they actually did pretty good on that match.
And then Hogan over the Warrior.
Again, walk off.
Even as a Warrior fan,
We
as a
got to
Hogan
get
fan,
the Warrior fan over here. You know, we got to get part 2 of this here.
You know what? I think we're so tired from all the walking around in Vegas. I think we're just tired, and I think they were tired when they actually had that match.
Yeah.
They were tired about 5 years prior.
1999. I'm only going to put over this match because of the guy that lost.
Okay.
But Disco Inferno, again, hold on, actually retained the Cruiserweight title, so he was a champion, folks,
He was a champion.
over Lash LaRue.
Wow.
I always kind of dug Lash LaRue.
Bad boy
His
from the
art,
Bayou.
his art is awesome, and he was a damn good wrestler. Later on in the Misfits of Action, you know, Corporal Cajun, baby. Lash LaRue was cool.
He's a
Can
great
I
guest
just go
on
off the road for a minute, just for like a
Here
second?
we go
just
again.
1 second. If you guys read the, what is it? The it's Road Stories from WWE Superstars.
Okay.
I don't know what the book's called, but I'm sure I know where you can buy it though, at any bookstore right now, any Failing Borders right now. Chris Jericho said that Christian had gotten injured, and I don't know if you guys know, they do happy birthday well wishers. There's celebrities that do well wishes. Like if Lindsay Lohan will tell you happy birthday on a YouTube or something for a dog. Yeah, whatever.
Get to the point, Ray.
Chris Jericho found Lash LaRue as a celebrity, a listed celebrity. So he had a Lash LaRue pre-recorded message telling Christian, Jason, Jason, happy birthday and get well soon. So he got a 2-for-1 special. He gave him a birthday wish and a get well soon from Lash LaRue.
Anyways,
LaRue is an awesome guest also. Big shout out to Lash LaRue. We love you, buddy.
Harlem Heat over the Filthy Animals.
Now, was it the Harlem Heat back together?
Yes.
Booker T and TV Ray?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Okay.
And the First Family. Brian Knobs and Hugh Morris.
There you go. Bill DeMott, represent.
Eddie Guerrero over Perry Saturn via DQ.
Oh.
Ricky Steiner defeated Benoit to become the TV champion.
Oh wow, that happened.
Steen defeated Hulk Hogan and Luger defeated Bret Hart.
Sting defeated Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan walked out in street clothes, whispered something in Sting's ear, and laid down.
Yeah.
So that was the start of what was going to be Hogan coming back, and laid down.
Only a Hulkamaniac would remember that.
And laid down. It was going to be the start of Hulk would come back and challenge for the championship, saying I'm the real champion, whatever it was, and never happened. He just came back into the Super Bowl 2000, and that was it.
And
Typical
then
Russo bullshit.
DDP over Ric Flair in a strap match.
Wow. There you go.
Again, shout out to DDP, man.
DDP again.
Then in the midst of all of that, before we get to Halloween Havoc 2000, we had a WCW Thunder that came to you from here.
Thunder.
From January of 2000. Hold on.
All right.
I know you're going to get some corny names here, but you know what? We're doing the history.
We're doing the
We
history.
gotta do the history,
All
okay?
As long as he hasn't done
You got
Lodi yet. Lodi.
The Maestro over Screamin' Norman Smiley.
Big shout to the Stro also, another former Jimmy Mayhem guest.
Screamin' Norman Smiley actually came to the ring with some Las Vegas sugar.
Of course he did.
And his signature dance.
But
a little dance.
you already knew that.
Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Prince Iaukea
Kafka.
over Kid Romeo in a cruiserweight title tournament match.
Kid
Terry
Romeo.
Funk, the Funker,
Funker himself.
over the Demon.
Funk
Not
you.
Gene Simmons, but the WCW guy,
Dale Torborg.
Dale Torborg, who portrayed the Demon. I know. Vampiro, one of your favorites, over Billy Kidman.
I'm going to put over Vampiro, even though WCW had a lot of shit going on toward the end that led to a giant plane crash. I liked Vampiro. I liked his style, and he was promised a lot, and he didn't get a lot. Thank you, Jeff Jarrett. Thank you.
The Mamalukes and Disco Inferno over 3 counts. Anyways, Bam Bam Bigelow over Fit Finley in a hardcore match. Sid Vicious defeated Kevin Nash and Ron Harris to become the WCW champion.
Oh, that was here?
That was
On
Thunder. Okay.
ground.
That was here.
And lastly, the 2000 Halloween Havoc.
Yes, sir.
The Natural Born Thrillers
Kid Dragon O'Hare, baby.
over the Filthy Animals,
Which two?
Kidman and Mysterio,
Okay.
and the Boogie Nights, Disco Inferno and Das Wunder Kid Alex Wright,
Oh,
to
wow.
retain the tag team titles. You can't see this, but Statboy's over here bobbing his head to the beat. He's probably trying to remember Das Wunder Kid's theme song and bobbing his head to that.
And what he was wearing that day, and
Well, we told him what arena it was in.
so he knows.
Reno over Sergeant AWOL to retain the hardcore title.
Yeah, anyway.
You know what? I'm going to put over Reno real quick.
Alright.
He was a decent enough dude. I got to meet him at a Thunder back in Long Beach before WCW folded. Got a picture with him in the hardcore title. Little douchey because he wouldn't let me hold the belt, but you know what? Go ahead and put him over because he was one of the few guys that day to actually come out and take the belt.
AWOL put over because he was on. He actually one of his last interviews with us before he passed away.
Yeah.
So there you go.
The Misfits in action, Lieutenant Loco, a.k.a. Chavo Guerrero, and Corporal Cajun, Lash LaRue, who we already put over, over the perfect event. Sean Stasiak and Chuck Palumbo. The best gimmick Chuck Palumbo had, aside from Billy and Chucky.
I just want to put over WCW Mayhem for you classic gamers out there, because a lot of our fans are gamers. I don't think they're all just a bunch of handsome folks out there, handsome, good-looking people. But all those characters, Lash LaRue, Corporal Cage, all those characters are on that game.
There you go.
So if you want to go back in nostalgia, put that game in.
A mixed tag team match. The Filthy Animals, Conan and Tigress, against the franchise Shane Douglas.
The original got to go like this.
And Torrie Wilson.
And Torrie and Shane lost, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Buff Bagwell and David Flair in a First Blood DNA match.
Oh, God almighty. I remember that feud with Stacy, right? God.
Mike Sanders defeated Ernest the Cat Miller via countout in a kickboxing match.
Someone call my mama.
Mike Awesome defeated Joe Hero.
Fail.
Here we go. Tough Enough Trainer General Rection, a.k.a. Hugh Morris, defeated Lance Storm and Jim Duggan in a handicap match to win the U.S. title and Major Guns' freedom from Team Canada.
Sadly, Guns' freedoms were actually...
Yeah, they didn't get freed.
Yeah, they get freed for sure.
They never
Thank
won.
you.
Unless you watch a porno on
In an ultimate testament of Vince Russo at his finest, Jeff Jarrett overstayed. You can turn in Impact Wrestling any day of the week and see that match again.
Yep.
And again.
Booker T over Scott Steiner to retain the WCW Championship.
Again, if you missed it, it's on TNA.
And Cobra.
No, because Booker T is now an announcer.
No, when they were on
The Main Event Mafia.
Yeah.
But then they were teammates.
Weren't they all feuding?
Yeah, they were at one point.
Goldberg over Chronic in a handicap elimination match.
And that was it.
And that was it. That is your history of the MGM Grand Garden, right here in beautiful, although fucking hot, Las Vegas, Nevada, baby.
And this is a winter date. This is December 3rd.
That's right. We are here in December. We are dying.
But you
already knew that. We'll see you next time.
We will see you next time.
Welcome back to our Vegas
Highlight reel,
if you will. Yes, highlight reel. We are at the Planet Hollywood Hotel. Now, Planet Hollywood over there by Caesars over there.
Yeah, Planet Hollywood in Hollywood.
No, the Planet Hollywood
Hotel and Casino,
in Las
formerly
Vegas.
the Aladdin.
Yes, they bulldozed that.
They imploded
it to the ground. But when it was here, the Aladdin was host
to World Wrestling All-Stars Revolution.
Yes.
World Wrestling All-Stars is best known as being TNA before there was TNA.
Yes.
I mean, you just take a look at the card here, Jeff, and you've got guys like Low-Key, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Jeff Jarrett, all of whom pretty much carried TNA. Brian Christopher didn't carry.
He carried TNA, but he was there for a while.
You know, but these guys pretty much helped carry and establish TNA for what they are today. Really?
It's distracting, I can't help it.
But
mesmerizing.
Eddie Guerrero made his return in probably one of his first matches since being released by the WWE, and won the International Cruiserweight Championship.
In a great match at that.
Yes, he defeated Psychosis and Juventud Guerrera, who was the champion going into the match, to become the International Cruiserweight Champion. And then in the main event, you had the epic, historical, freaking Raw-worthy match.
World Championship.
Grandmaster Sexay versus Jeff Jarrett.
To be fair, it was really supposed to be Jarrett versus Randy Savage.
Okay, that's true. But seriously, at the last minute replacement, they're going to throw Grandmaster Sexay in there.
Come on, we love him.
You had Scott Steiner on the card. He would have been a worthy adversary. You even had Rick Steiner on the card, who would have been a worthier adversary than Grandmaster Sexay, the master of the thriller. Seriously. So, that's about all there really is to talk about World Wrestling All-Stars. We're going to keep it brief here. Got a lot of background noise, so for all you haters, they're going to talk about the background noise.
We're in Vegas, baby.
Get over it.
We're in Vegas, man. Come on now. And we're going to try and press a hook.
That's right, baby. So, for right now, Renegade, Mr. TW, WWA Revolution,